going to do an insight video today. I haven't been on here for a while. I've been been on holiday, and I've just got back, and my wife hasn't been very well, so I haven't really sort of been on here for about a week and a half, couple of weeks. But as with everything on your when you're activating, or you're starting to be awakened, the vibrations, the frequencies, the source energy never stops. It doesn't stop just because you're not doing a reading. You're still going through the development, the vibration, the frequency, the releasing, the cleansing, the awakening. And I was going to talk about energy work today. I do a lot of this at work, and I do a lot of this within myself. Energy work relates to your energy centers, your chakras, cleansing, clearing. But it's also like vibration and frequency, and it very much connects to, again, source energy and this concept of oneness, and how we use energy in that way, like bringing source in. And oneness connects to this concept of all the universal teachers, the universal guides, the angels, the archangels. And oneness is about this, is a frequency of one vibration, one frequency. It's creation, it's manifestation, it's source energy that is in all things. And oneness is this concept of the fact that your thoughts, your emotions, are all sort of frequencies. They're all vibrations, and energy work is very much around this. When you start getting into it more and more, and you start connecting to your higher self, your infinite self, and vibrations and frequency and source energy, everything is vibration, everything is frequency. And this relates to visioning. This relates to cleansing, clearing, meditation, purification. This connects to crystals. This connects to everything. Oneness connects to everything. And this is why it's important, as we start to go through this spiritual journey, that we start to gain a concept of oneness. And energy work to me is it's clearing, it's cleansing, it's it's looking at your thoughts, it's looking at your emotions, it's looking at vibrations, it's looking at your consciousness, and how you manifest this, how you apply this to your reality, to your life. And this is why energy work is important, because again, it relates to things like the universal laws. When you the universal law of polarity, and you talk about positive and negative, and but that's on a vibrational frequency. It's on a vibrational, it's on a vibrational frequency. So you've got 2 points. You've got the positive and the negative, and obviously the lower vibrations are things like worry, doubt, fear, anxiety, all those kind of things are on a lower vibration. And then you've got on the higher vibration, you've got joy, laughter, love, harmony, union, happiness, all those kind of things. And each of these feelings and emotions are vibrations. And this is where energy work comes in, because energy work is about your vibrations, and how you manage, again, to use those vibrations or transcend stuff, to dissolve it and release it. And this is part of the spiritual work that each and every one of us do. And again, this is where it connects to things like Saint Germain, and it talks about transmutation and transformation. And that's very much around dissolving negativity, and trying to be more unified, being more aligned with your higher self, your infinite self, again, where you start to create from a place of vibration and frequency that aligns you, that unifies you with that oneness vibration, that oneness frequency. All frequencies are part of creation, and when you talk about source energy, or you talk about it is both. It is the lower vibrations and the higher vibrations. But we start to realize through energy work, then when we create and manifest something that is more on the positive aspect of the universal law and the universal teaching, universal law of polarity, we start to understand that the more that we create vibrations of peace, unity, love, happiness, joy, all those kind of things, the more that we feel vibrant, the more we feel alive, the more we feel energized, and the more that then it allows us to be open as a channel for these vibrations, these frequencies, then to sort of like from our source energy to then sort of create and manifest them within our reality. What we start to do is we come from a higher place where our energy centers open up, because our energy centers, when they receive like the higher vibrations, are activated, are opened, and they spin with more energy, they spin with more vibrancy, and they also allow then your consciousness to open up, to start to then create and manifest from a place of infinite opportunities, where you start to then create and manifest a reality of union, of happiness, of aligned. When we're on the lower vibrations, they can block our energies, they can block our frequency, they can block our vibrations, and this is why it's important every day to work with meditation. We work with crystals, and energy work's really, really important, because it allows us then to see that we have a choice, that we can release and we can create and we can dissolve. And this is where again the universal law, or not the universal law of perpetual transmutation comes in, but also the ascended master Saint Germain with this violet flame comes in, because it's about us being able to transmutate or transform negativity or lower vibrations, and dissolve them, and create a different vision, or like I said, a higher vision, where we feel more sort of vibrant, we feel more aligned, we feel more connected. But we do that by creating these higher vibrations, these higher frequencies, and you can feel it. You should meditate and try it. Try creating a feeling of happiness and joy, or a memory, and go into meditation and see how it activates a vibrational frequency. Excuse me. Excuse me. A vibrational frequency within your vibration, within your energy field, within your physical body, and then do it on something that maybe that isn't such a high vibration, and feel the difference, because this is how you can start to practice and use it, and use energy work. It also activates your third eye, so you can open up, with more consciousness, with more vision, and you can start to then sort of like vision and create and manifest from your third eye, where you start to create and manifest a reality. But it also sort of like develops. So the third eye is connected to indigo. To me, it's connected to indigo, and it connects to sort of like universal knowledge, universal intuition, universal wisdom as well. It is about visioning, but it's also about higher awareness, higher consciousness, higher understanding, which also connects to sort of the crown chakra, which is very much around the white colour, which is all about awareness, is about consciousness, is about white energy, white vibration, white frequency, and it also connects to gold, which is around this source energy, but it's sort of like it's connecting you to the higher frequencies, the higher realities, the higher dimensions. And when you can start to do that, you start to become a channel to receive this infinite consciousness, which then starts to align your higher self, or your infinite self, within your energy. And then what that allows you to do is allows you to create from a place of wisdom, a place of awareness. And this is what sort of energy work is about. It's about awareness, and in each and every one of us taking time to do that. And it's a practical thing, because when you start to create from a place of like happiness, joy, love, union, harmony, you start to align. You start to also open up your energy, vibration, and frequency. So you start to flow more with source energy and your higher self and your infinite self, and it allows you then to be an open channel. One, to receive universal truths from the ascended masters and archangels, but also two, it allows you then your vibration to remain high, so that you can start to sort of create and manifest within your reality from a place where you start to create vibrations and frequencies that align with you, to bring you joy, bring you happiness, bring you harmony. and you start seeing that you have like a choice, and you have like this personal power, but it also leads you to like self mastery as well, which is another thing that the ascended masters did when they walked on the planet and they walked on the earth. They were very much around self mastery, and self mastery is the understanding that, you know, through like the solar plexus is a place of creativity and self mastery. And when you start to sort of align that energy center, you start to understand your own personal power. And this is what I'm talking about with energy work: is personal power, the understanding that you can create and manifest, and there are no limitations. There's infinite sort of opportunities. You know, you're an infinite being that can create, manifest many things, and you also, within your energy vibration and frequency, you have the ability to create really high vibrations and high frequencies. And you can do this like not just like, you can do this like in the infinite moment, like the now, the present, you know, in present, in this moment. You keep creating from that moment. There is only now. The past is memories and the vibrations of frequencies, and then you've got like the future, which is very much around like imagination and visioning. But you can't control the future and you can't control the past. All you've really got is now. So it's about creation, it's about being in that moment, and it's about flowing with that universal source and those infinite dimensions and realities of higher wisdom and higher consciousness that are flowing for each and every one of us at the moment. This is where the archangels, the archangels reside, and you know, their vibration, their frequencies can flow with you to bring wisdom, knowledge, understanding. And the same with the ascended masters. When you open up these these energy frequencies and these energy centers, you can connect to the ascended masters in their realm as well. So they bring in this consciousness, this wisdom, this spiritual understanding that you can apply and bring to your life and your reality. It's the same with the guides and the other worldly beings that are working with us, the other different frequencies. And this is where people start talking about you know, 5D and 3D and all these different realities and dimensional experience, but they all sort of start through sort of having awareness of energy and energy work and vibrations and frequencies. Because when you start having an awareness of vibration and frequency, you start looking at the fifth dimension, which is where everything is energetic, everything is created through energy and vibration. Everything is throughout all realities, all experience is a vibration, and this is the oneness vibration, this is the oneness frequency. So it brings us back to what I was talking about at the beginning of this insight. So, you know, for me, it's about practicing it. You know, practice holding vibrations within your own energy field, and see the difference between when you hold a vibration of worry and then when you hold a vibration of joy or harmony or happiness, or if you hold a like vibration of doubt or fear. You know, fear is a big thing. You know, for me, you know, you have to transcend that in every moment, and fear sort of comes up in everything. But fear is an illusion. I heard something from heard something from like the Sedona method that was talking about like, or I heard like an acronym for fear, and it's like false evidence that appears real. And to me, that makes complete sense. Fear is like this vibration of something that's gonna happen, and it's like you worry about it. It's like you imagine something's gonna go wrong. So you're creating a vibration already where you're worrying about something, and actually in reality that hasn't happened yet. But you're worrying about the future, or you're worrying about something that's going to happen. When really, actually, if you remain sort of aligned in a vibration of frequency within this moment, you can create and manifest that sort of. It's not even the future, because the future doesn't really ever happen, because it's all in this moment. The future is something that we all worry about. Yeah, actually, it doesn't really ever happen. It's all about in the moment, here now. And this is why energy work's important, because the more you keep your vibration, your frequency high, and the more you harmonize it, the more your reality is just joy, it's just happiness, because it's been created in the moment. It's always flowing into the moment, and this is what the oneness vibration is about. It's this one moment. There isn't the past, isn't the present. It's just now, and this is why beingness is important. The more that you can create vibrations and be in the moment, the more that you create a reality, and an experience that that is of your choosing, that is of your sort of of your choice, because the future doesn't really ever happen. It's just all we've got is now, and the past is the past. But that's already happened, and all we've still got is this moment. And that's where this sort of like self mastery and this creative power is so important, because when you connect into source and you connect into your inner the universal law of correspondence, where you go within, you know that you're in that eternal moment, you're in that eternal vibration, and you can create manifest from there at any time. And from there, you always have a choice. You always have an opportunity to dissolve and release, and become aligned and harmonized again. And this is why energy work's important. And it's about focusing on here, in this creative moment, in this oneness vibration. The more we go to the future, the more we're striving to reach something that we never arrive at. The more we live in the past, we sort of create like in the present, we create energy, vibrations and frequency and reality from things that have gone, that we're holding on to, that we're still attached to. And this is part of the energy work. So it's all about being in the present and being in this moment. The more we can do that, the more we can release. Because we all do it. Something happens and we have a memory of it, and then we think next time something happens, it's going to be exactly the same. So we're already sort of like creating in the now that future reality or that experience by connecting or attaching to a past experience, when it hasn't happened. And next time might not be the same. But also you have a choice about what you want to create. But it's getting the awareness to understand that you can create something different, instead of attaching and remaining sort of like in a frequency of something that was in the past. But it's not in the past anymore. It's become back in the present, because you're creating it again. You're creating it from in your vibration, in your thoughts, in your emotions, in this moment again. And this is why energy work is really important, because the more you do that, the more you see you have a personal power to create reality. And actually, you don't have, you know, that you're not powerless. You're powerful. You're always powerful, because you always have the opportunity to create and manifest. That's the insight for today.